Hello America, this is Call of Duty Goddess. Today is June the 21st, 2017. There still seems to be confusion about this Philando Castile pullover thing with the cops shooting him and everything. And I ended up yesterday, before I posted this video, I took down all the videos that I did out of respect for the family. And I also said that some of the things that Lavish said rang true. And the main thing that I was talking about was the child being in the back seat. I really didn't think it was, but it did, and come out later on down the line that the child was in the back seat, that it was taken out. So those things rang true, and some of the things Lavish said rang true. But of course, as she repeated her story over and over again, it amplified, and the truth stretched a lot. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I am glad that I did take down the videos, for the family's sake. Now, what I'm going to do is edit this a little bit and maybe point out some things, and maybe we can all figure this out. So we'll watch this a couple of times and put our heads together and figure this out. Let's get started.
Well, sir. Good. How are you? Good. The reason I put you over, your brake lights are out. So you only have one active brake light, and that's going to be your passenger side one. Your third brake light, which is up here on top, and on this one back here, is going to be out. You have your license and insurance?
Now, of course, I want to point out that the cop has his driver's license in his hand looking at it. Now, what's coming up next is the actual incident. I've turned up the volume to Philando Castile, and I'm not exactly sure of what he says, but I'm going to put on the screen what it sounds like he's saying. And it looks as though the cop is actually reaching in the car, and I'll point that out as well, while Philando Castile is saying what he's saying. So let's look at that.
Sir, I have to tell you, I do have a firearm on me.
Don't reach for it then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
Okay, so I've taken screenshots of this, and looks like the cop's hand is in the car at 21:05:57, and that was the first time that the cop says don't pull it out. And that was immediately after Castile says, I'm reaching for it. I'm gotta pull it out. That's what it sounded like to me he said. Now, that's just going by this tape. I haven't looked into this anymore since what I did the videos on last year. So I want to go on to look at another spot that I took a screenshot of. And that is right here at 2 seconds later, when the cop says for the second time, don't pull it out. He's up in the car up to his shoulder. It looks as though he's trying to grab a gun before he shoots the man. Now, I'm just assuming here. When I originally looked at it yesterday, a couple of times before I posted it, and I really didn't look at it hard because I really wanted to get it out to you, I didn't see these things that I just now saw. I'm not sorry that I pulled down my other videos, but I really think that the cop did everything that he possibly could. And I still wonder, there's something in the back of my mind that wonders if it was still a setup. So I'm glad that I put this together like this, and I'll put the video up again and let you watch it again and see what you think.
Sir, I have to tell you, I do have a firearm on me.
Don't reach for it then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
So I'll go back and play it once more for you with just the screen magnified, and I won't have anything else on the screen. And I'll tell you when to turn up the volume so that you can turn up the volume so that you can try to make out what he's saying. Okay, I did increase the volume again to where Philando Castile was speaking, so you can make it out, but I do suggest you turn up the volume right now.
Sir, I have to tell you, I do have a firearm on me.
Don't reach for it then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out!
So after watching this a few more times and editing some places, I have changed my mind yet again, and it's back to the beginning. I mean, I thought it was a lot more nefarious last year, but now I still think there's a part in my mind that tells me that this was a setup. Can't help it. So, and looking at your comments, it really triggered me to do this. So, I think it's important that we look at this, and maybe it'll settle some issues. Maybe it'll bring up more issues. Who knows? But either way, we got a little bit more information. I think that's about all the information we can get out of this. This is Call of Duty Goddess signing off, and as always, I've got your 6.